Dominaria United is here. It's packed full of legends. So why not start brawling with the greatest legend of them all, Jodah, the Unifier. Hey, welcome to the Attic. Manadad here. Gonna brawl with Jodah the Unifier, brand new card, Dominaria United, legendary creature, human wizard, 5/5 for 5 mana, the full Wooburg cost. So, yeah, that seems terrible, but legendary creatures you control get +X/+X, where X is the number of legendary creatures you control. So, Jodah wants you to play legendary creatures. Okay, and when you cast a legendary spell, does it have to be a creature? A legendary spell from your hand, you exile legendary non-land card with... You exile cards from the top of your library till you hit... It's basically cascade. You cascade till you hit a non-legendary. Play that. So we do have some non-legendaries in the deck. Spoiler alert, they're mostly ramp and fixing. But that's okay. That's going to be really good value. As we play these big legends, after we get Jodah down, we're going to get extra cards. They're just like putting extra cards into play. And they're also pumping up all our other legends. It's going to be great. We'll put the rest on the bottom of the library in random order. So what do we have in terms of legendaries? Well, first of all, we got to run Mox Amber. It's a 0 mana rock that taps to add color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers we control. We got Jaheira for artifact and enchantment removal / all the shrine decks. We got Shigeki, which will help us ramp a bit, or at least, you can put a land card from among top 4 cards onto the battlefield. So that's a ramp. Expensive ramp, but it's repeatable ramp. We got Nyambi, which we can use to discard legendary cards to draw cards. Kind of a fun legendary payoff. We got Catilda, which is going to let our human creatures tap to add mana of any color. A lot of our legendaries are humans, and, well, any color that they are, right? And, of course, Jodah is a human. So, see, pumping up Jodah. Kinnan, which is going to help us with all our mana tappers. Blackblade Reforged, which is the equipment for legendary creatures. Really good. Kamal's Druidic Vow, which is kind of a crazy ramp spell that cares. You have to have a legendary down, but we should be able to have legendaries down. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. This is the one shrine in the deck, but it's also a legendary enchantment, so it's going to trigger if we cast it after we get Jodah. And it's going to help us add mana of any colors during our pre-combat main phase to cast all these random color things. Of course, we've got Asika with the Prismatic Bridge, because you have to run that if you're in 5 color. We've got Limvala, which will help protect our board from board wipes. We got Shvela, which will make us Icy Manaliths. A little bit slow, but you know. We got Uro, which is going to ramp and fix us. Well, not really fix, but ramp us. Kethis, which is another legendary payoff. Makes legendaries cost less and lets us recast our legendaries from the battlefield. Pretty cool. We got Toski, because we need to draw cards. We got Kolvori, which gets a bonus if we control 3 or more legendary creatures, which is cool, but then it can also help us dig for legendaries. Also new from Dominaria United, we got Redadrebik of Urborg, which is a 3/3 Vigilance Ward 2 zombie wizard, and other zombies you control have vigilance, and whenever a legendary creature you control dies, you create a token. It's not legendary, but it's a 2/2 black zombie. So, not going to get the Jodah bonus, but our stuff comes back. Of course, we got to run Prosper, which can help make treasure, since we are going to be casting cards from exile, hopefully, if all goes well. We got Gigantha to help us cast Jodah and everything else. We got Omnath, which unfortunately is alchemized to cost an extra mana, but still. Could be useful. We got Golos, and here is where I'm going to talk about our secret win condition. We have, you may have noticed, some gates in this deck. So Jodah can go, in addition to fetching up the World Tree, right, if we just need to get mana fixing, Jodah can go get Maze's End, which enters the battlefield tapped, adds colorless. Fantastic so far. 3 and tap, return it to your hand, search your library for a gate card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. If you control 10 or more gates with different names, you win the game. So, our goal, at least one match, hopefully we'll have one match that stalls out long enough that we can Maze's End and win. I just thought it would be fun in a 5-color deck to play gates. I think it's probably bad, but, you know, we're going to go for it. We got Kogla to blow up artifacts and enchantments. We got Olivia Crimson Bride to bring stuff back. We have Old Gnawbone to smack in, make a ton of treasures to cast everything else. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth. Chromatic Orrery is a legendary artifact that's going to let us cast a bunch of stuff. Great Henge, of course, is going to let us go crazy. We got some of these gates that are legendary, and we got other gates that are not legendary. I hope one each of all the 2-color gates. And then a few of these Baldur's Gate gates, just to round out the amount of gates. Get a critical mass of gates. Of course, new in Dominaria United, you get Thran Portal, which is a pain land. It's kind of an ouchie, but you get to pick the color when you cast it or when you play it. And also relatively new from Baldur's Gate, which is a 2 and tap, add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of gates you control. That could potentially get us a ton of mana if we get a bunch of gates going. Well, we'll try it. Anyways. What else is in the deck? A lot of ramp. We got a little bit of removal like Lightning Helix. Cast down, of course. We don't want any non-legendaries coming in at us. Chromatic Lantern, Relic of Legends. This is another new mana rock here. It's 3 mana, but it lets us tap all our legends to add mana of any color. So if we can get that down, get a couple of these legends down, we can go pretty nuts. We got Bard Classed, which is going to make our legends cost less to cast and come in with an additional +1/+1 counter. And then if we ever get it up to level 3, whenever we cast a legendary spell, we exile the top 2 cards of our library and can play them this turn. Moonsilver Key can help us go find a basic land card or card with a mana ability such as Key to the Archive, which can also get us a bunch of goodies. And it taps to add 2 mana in any combination of colors, which is useful in this deck. We also have Firemind Vessel doing the same thing. And yeah, Once Upon a Time, we got a lot of the stuff you can't play in any other format. Here's Legal and Historic Brawl, Swords to Plowshares, and good stuff. Scape Shift is in here to help us with that Maze's End Gates win. And Cultivate for ramp. Gatebreaker Ram for a fun gates payoff. We'll see. We may make some changes as we go along here. But let's take this deck out into the queues and see how it does. And just a reminder, this is a very small channel, as you can probably tell by the subscriber numbers and viewership numbers. YouTube's almighty algorithm does not surface my videos that often, so if you found your way here, there's really no guarantee you'll find your way back. But you can interact, you can hit a thumbs up, you can leave a comment, you can watch another video. Any kind of little interaction really helps with that and helps me out, so I appreciate that. And with that, let's play some matches. Up against Dark Steel Mox. Okay, that could become a card. Not a bad guess for a future card name. I'm gonna kill Gate. Alright, yeah, let's kill the Goose. Up against Sheoldred. Look out. We've got Phyrexian Reclamation. That artwork, man. Okay, post. Bringing it. So, Uru. Gain some life, draw a card. Maybe ramp. No attack. Liliana of the Veil. Nice.
Those who get in my way tend to regret
Can I make us discard?
I've always hated crowds.
Still not Boydie. Should I go for Kolvori or should I go for Tusky? Let's go for Tusky. Draw some cards.
Drop it.
Your wolf would be so good. Okay, we'll discard Colpori. Looks like the one thing in our hand we can cast. I want to make sure we couldn't play Burrow. Key to the archive, huh? What are the chances Prosper even survives? Because they can just minus, but then they lose their Liliana, so sure. We'll trade Prosper for that. Command Tower.
I have bigger things to do with. Sacrifices must be made.
Gabrielle. Gonna wreck our hand, aren't you?
My services are not cheap.
What a miserable deck. I'll have to build it. I'm sure it will be a popular video. Bring in the pain. So far we've yet to have the mirror match. Should we do this or should we Kami War?
I value my solitude anyway.
They got to not much of a drawback, and spells costing less. And other spells cost 2 black less. So that's ridiculous. We'll return it and we'll hold up enough to Tails End it. You can bet that. You can bet your sweet Bippy. They just discard it? Okay. Guess they feel like they got the lock here. Yeah, Doomblade is not going to help me. Guess we're on the approach of the second sun plan. It'll be a long time before their library runs out of cards. Not much of a Davriel drawback. They have some way to resurrect there? They must. Okay. Or they just wanted to return it to their hand so they didn't have to... But you're still paying 2. I don't get it. Gopher. Okay, well there goes Tails End. They got us with that. I wonder what that last card they have. They left us with Tails End. That's so weird. Poison the cup. What the... I don't know why it's giving me the option. I kill my own guy. Maybe their plan is just to always make us hold up the Tails End. Nope, it wasn't. As I said it, they didn't do it. Alright, we got plenty of cards in our graveyard now to bring back Uru. Now 5 other cards. What can we get back? What do we want? Probably Tusky. Can't cast it yet, right? Okay, smack in for 7. Okay, good. They got a swamp. Not doing much good. The Cabal Strongholding? Sure. So they can hide with the Eye Tyrant too if they want. Aha! Eat it, Sheoldred. You face the power of Jodah. Playing against another new one here. Soul of Windgrace. How do I see what it does? There it is. It's a 5/4. It can discard a land for a green to gain 3 life. It can discard a land for 1 and a red to draw a card, or it can discard a land for 2 and a black to get indestructible until end of turn. So you have to kill it immediately. I think we can keep, provided we get blue. Before turn 4. Probably a big if. We don't even have green at the moment. Maybe we shouldn't have kept this hand. So live and you'll learn. Oh, Maze's End. Not a gate though. I want to play Plaza of Harmony Crucible of Worlds. Okay. That's kind of fun for them. Let's start spelling. Or schwitzing. And they can play Evolving Wilds, crack it and get another land with their Crucible, or they can just play an untapped land and get Soul of Windgrace down, which would not be great for us. I'm not gonna lie. A Boseiju. What do we do here? We could get Toski going, or we could just start. I think we just want to start making monoliths. We play multiple. Oh, we can blow up their Crucible. Do it. That seems like too good a card in their deck. We got Zayator is proving around. Oh, they're a land destruction deck. Evil. Now they get Maze's End? I guess we did one nice for that. Oh, I don't know how we compete against land destruction. I guess we just have to make as many monoliths as we can here. Boundaries retire. Freaking non-basic land. I mean, hit that, yeah. Fine, we don't need red. And we're off the Maze's End plan. Huh. Tempted to block that, but we'll just slam Jodah down and then we'll have white. Find a Jodah. Now we have a blocker. And we have not much else to do. That's the turn. If we sacrifice it, they get to ramp it, but you know what? Like, what am I going to do? They're just going to ramp our lands all day long. They got a huge fireball, they can already play it. But they're going to take out Jodah. Uh-huh. Okay. Into the command zone with you. Blocks. Lightning Helix unfortunately does not kill any of their creatures. It's a real darn shame. We do blue. Can we cast this? Just. And just hope they have nothing else in their hand but land. But then they can like discard, they can do to gain life and make it indestructible. Yeah. Malekith Awakening. I'll chump with the Lotus Cobra for now. One more shot with Shvela. Feed this one. They're ramping. So we're like dead in the air. Unless we smack in with Jodah and draw something. Or I guess we could hit something off the Toski. Catilda. Style. Well, we can survive one more turn with the Lightning Helix. One blocker. Helix your face. Go to 1. Game ain't over yet. Beanstalking. We would need a board wipe here. Oh, worry. Ain't gonna do it. Okay. We got a matchup. What is it? It's Brokkos. That commander, it can be broke. For sure. Gonna try to win with Gates and Legends. We got a Gatebreaker Ram and no gates in hand. Yeah, let's keep it. Okay. We do have green, though. We need green mana. That's important. Holy. Okay. I'm streaming right now. It's hitting the, pretty hard. They got the Triomes. Oh, we should have done Triome. We should have thrown some Triomes in our mana base. That would have been smart. It would have been more tap lands, of course. Cold Steel Heart, we'll just choose white, I guess. They're white or blue. Next turn we could Bard class Caryatid. Or we could Firemind Vessel and then be set up to Jodah. A Gemmy Razor. They're Mutatin. Mutatis Mutando. Blowing up our Cold Steel Heart. Heartless. Alright. We'll play a tap land. So mean. Yeah, that's a good thing to mutate onto. What does this do? Oh, you can just cast it from your graveyard? Okay, it's just a big trampler. Well, the race is on. Let's hope they don't have the mutate kill a creature thing. I guess I could have held up Tail's End there. But they're probably playing their commander. I'll see. Yep. Flying Death Touch, Trample Hexproof. Smacking us for 10. This game's gonna go pretty fast. We may as well Jaheira and see if we can cascade into something good. A Mox Amber. Mox Amber's good. Gatebreaker Ram? I wish we had Bard classed. Guess we'll hold up Tail's End. Back in for 7. Gotta have lifelink at least. Tusk Demolisher. So we can Tail's End that ability. I want to give us a 3/3 green Beast, that's fine. You don't blow up our Mox Amber. Leo's safekeeping. That doesn't do anything. Guess they gain some life. We really need to rip a legendary off the top. Okay. They're willing to keep back. Go, Toski. Toskus with the moskest. Return another target creature we control to its owner's hand. If we do, we gain life equal to its mana value. So we could gain 2 life and just recast Nyambi, right? Oh, but it has to be another target creature. We want to be able to attack with everything, essentially. Not indestructible. We may return. Okay. Oh. Decline to it. Gonna all attack, except not you. Draw a bajillion cards. We're gonna trade off with Jodah. Oh. I'll take the damage. They go to 2. Jodah! Jodah! Alright, now I wish I had, I got Baldur's Gate. Right now it just generates 2 mana. I guess we'll get a Goose to block, right? So that we're not dead in the air. And we can also gain some life with the food. Return. Although those both have trample. So I guess we're just gaining life with the food if they think they're going to try to kill us. Well, we have to block and gain life with food. If they can remove the goose, then we're toast. Our goose is cooked. Yeah. Good game. Okay. They had the removal. What are you gonna do? Maybe they don't attack with both. Ah, they do. Baxies. So close, so close. Try again. Okay, out here doing the Lord's work, losing with Jodah, so that it will be at the lowest tier for all the people who want to just play Jodah. I don't know why I kept this. I really need a green source. So I've kept it. Prosperous Innkeeper helps me get to other stuff. Okay, well, we can make that a green source and take some damage. Thank you, Thran Portal. I guess we'll play Key to the Archive next turn. When it's Urabraskin. Ooh. Approach of the Second Sun could be interesting. Or we just despark Urabrask. Oh, if it discard a card. This old Gnawbone. Pick one. Makaya. This has haste though when it comes down. Gotta be ready for it. Containment construct, sure. I think I'm gonna get Kolvori down first. Back. Make sure we can get Tusky down. They're still a turn away from Urabrask. Oh, Quick Bringer. They foretell that? I guess they must have. Huh. Do that. We could just Kami War it. I'm gonna trample or anything, right? Play this, but I want to hold up D-Spark. So don't tap like that, maybe? Green, white, green, red. Plus me. Last turn. Comes the Brask. No, it's a gold span dragon. Well, that's worth desparking too. This will actually, would this make Toski big enough? X is the number, so Toski will get +3/+3. But yeah, I'm kind of in favor of this. And Kolvori's at 9/9. Coming in. Yeah, they decided they'd rather not take the 9. We'll draw a card, thank you very much. Fuck the Amber. Is there a reason to not play it? I guess there is. Laying the Jodah smackdown. Yeah, Fiery Temper, 3 damage to each creature. I will kill my small creatures, for sure. We'll also kill their 2/2. Oh no, it's just to any target. Doo-doo-doo. What happens if I Mox Amber here? Anything? Just flips my whole deck over? Uh-huh. Yep. Play. This only trigger once per turn? Oh! They just decided they didn't want to see Jodah pop off.